Okay, we're going to start by drawing 4 dots that are about 7 inches apart from each other. I want you to do this all by hand and not use a ruler. Try to make it 4 dots that are in a square, as close to perfect square as you can make. Part of the whole point is to gain confidence in your own ability to measure and draw lines. Now, drawing a straight line from here to here, as best you can. It's okay if it's a little crooked. Just hold your hand kind of stiff and pull from your elbow and let the pencil make that land on the next dot, and then come down to land on the next dot. And then you can go any direction that feels most comfortable to you. Okay, it looks pretty good with pencil. Now I will try to cover that pencil with ink pen. Now, if you feel confident enough, just do it with ink pen from the beginning after you make those dots. All right, so this is going to be our square space that we will work in to do a Zentangle. Now you're going to divide it into about, well, draw 3 lines that come down. So I'm going to try to draw straight lines. If they're a little curvy, that's okay. So 3 lines, kind of evenly spaced. That means one starts in the middle. I'm going to mark the middle here and here to draw that line. Okay. All right. Now you're ready to go over those lines with pen. Don't scratch back and forth. Just try to have confidence that your hand will follow the first line that you drew. If you can see how stiff my wrist is, I'm just holding the pen stiffly and let the elbow drag my pen down. This way, let my arm drag the pen over to the other side. All right, now you're ready to design a Zentangle, a different pattern in each one of the squares. My squares are not perfect, and that's okay. All right, so I'm going to give myself kind of a guideline. It doesn't matter which square you want to start in. Give myself with pencil some even guidelines just to use as a framework to invent a pattern. There's many resources to look up different patterns. You can look at some of the videos on our independent learning slide, and you can look up other things on the internet. So many patterns to choose from. Once I get the guidelines down, I can just start with ink, inventing a shape, and repeat that shape. That's the whole key to Zentangle, is being repetitive and sometimes just not even knowing what the outcome is going to be once you start it. Okay, this finished pattern is a very dark value because I really took a lot of time to fill it in with some solid black shapes, triangle shapes, some cross hatching, and some stippling. So overall it creates, gosh, maybe a number 8 or 9 value. It's pretty dark. I want to make sure I get values 1 through 10 represented in here. So I could make one that's very light value. What if I took some hearts that were really widely spaced out? so widely spaced out. That would be, well, maybe I'll add like a dot here and there. This could be a super light value. Maybe that will end up representing value number 1. The light values take a lot less time than the dark values. So you have 16 spaces. You'll fill them in with at least one value number 1, at least one value number 2, and several that you could identify for every step from 1 to 10, from light to dark.